Wake up, wake up, wake up, y'all. Woo! I am your host, Chantel, better known as Miss Recycle, and you are officially on the Wake Up and Smell the Coffee show, Infinity TV. Listen, I saw a skit, right, for Mike Epps, okay? And he was talking about how he ran into a dude from Buffalo in Florida who was homeless, wandering through the park or whatever with his luggage and his kids and his girlfriend or whatever, and he helped him out or whatever, and boom, right? So I'm like, damn, that shit, like, it's crazy, and it sounds so surreal because I know that this is how they are, right? Now, I'm from Buffalo, okay? I'm from a place where a nigga don't like to pay rent, okay? You know what they pay rent with? Dick. They pay rent with dick. They think they can pay rent with sex. I swear to y'all, yo. I'm from a place where they scout out women from the welfare building, okay? Who they know got SSI or welfare, food stamps, Section 8, HEAP, so they don't have to pay no bills. I'm from a place where they beat women down like they men. Okay? Buffalo, New York. I'm from a place where men will allow another man to take care of them. I have never seen that in my life. I'm from a place where men will allow a woman to take care of them. Okay? But allowing a man to take care of you, that's different. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, some men have certain type of standards. And it's like, these men from Buffalo have no standards. And I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying most of them. They want to pay rent with dick. Okay? Dick. They will slap the dick down on the table, on the counter, on your ass and be like, how much you want? Okay? When the bills is due, they dick you down. They dick you down when they know the bills is due because they don't got no money to give you. And they don't even make an effort, most of them. They don't make an effort. And they got so much potential. And it's crazy. And potential don't pay the bills. Period, y'all. I'm telling y'all. We got to get it together, okay? I'm telling y'all this because I saw the skit from Mike Epps. And that shit just blew me away. I'm like, yo, if that's not a Buffalo dude, then I don't know who is. Now, you got to remember, Young Pharaoh is from Buffalo. He's from the conscious community. Now, take a look at Young Pharaoh, okay? That'll give you a perfect example of how the men are in Buffalo. Y'all cannot make this up. I can't make this up if I wanted to. I ain't trying to be nasty and I ain't trying to be cruel. I'm just keeping it 100. The men in Buffalo are just like, it's crazy. If you look online, you will see that they kill women out there a lot. They go through, yeah. They be killing them. Taking the food stamps, taking their little income, like, yeah. You know, drug use and all that stuff. It's a high case of men being on drugs or whatever. And I mean, just little simple shit like weed. Okay? What they do is they'll take the money from the woman and be like, I'm going to flip this. We're going to double this. And they doubling it every month. Every month the same shit. Okay? So, it's just crazy. It's a pattern. It's a vicious cycle. But I just wanted to, like, man, I had to let y'all know that shit is real. That shit is really, really real. That is how the men is in Buffalo. You see how that man who said he was from Buffalo, New York, allowed Mike Epps to buy him a room, transport him and his family here to there, like a damsel in the damn stress. Okay? That's what they remind me of, like a damsel in distress. The women are head of households in Buffalo, New York. Majority of the women are head of households in Buffalo, New York. Those are the ones who work, okay? They have the jobs, all right? 2, 3 of them, right? While the man driving around in their car all day long, sleeping with chicks in their house and all other and that's another thing too. They're very disrespectful for them to have it the way they have it. Like, they got it good, right? Not paying no bills, could sit up and play video games all day, wear they Timberlands in the summertime and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that she bought. Feel me? And my grandmother always told me that a woman should not buy a man's shoes because those same shoes that she bought him, he will use to walk all over her. Okay? Y'all heard that song? These shoes are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. And one of these days, these shoes are gonna walk all over you. Yeah, start walking. And that's what they're gonna do. As soon as they come, like, hopefully homeboy, this situation that they in, If he meets a woman who has a house, who's willing to allow her to dick him down and live rent free, she is lunch meat. She lunch meat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she's from Buffalo too. I don't, it was just a skit that I saw and it was crazy, but it just really like brought back so many memories for me because yes, I have experienced it. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? And it's bad. It's bad, y'all. It's bad. The men will really beat them down. They'll kill them. They'll take their, stuff and, all type of stuff. Manipulate them, love bomb them, tell them anything just to get what they want out of them, just so that they don't have to work. I'm telling you, it is a high case of men in Buffalo who do not have a job. And it's not because they can't get one. You know what I'm saying? It's because they don't want one. And their excuse is, oh, I'm not working no McDonald's. I'm not working no part-time. No. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? In order to get to where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? With a master plan, you could work them little couple checks out for a couple months or two. Or, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, that's what it is. It's like they have no longevity plan. They have a lot of potential. But it's like they don't know how to implement it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just like a generational curse or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be like, I always attach stuff to that. Because I'm telling y'all, 99.9% of our problems is due to witchcraft, right? It's due to some type of sorcery or something going on. It could be due to a generational curse that extends from your great-great-great-grandmother, grandfather, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It could be someone who's close to you who's doing something to you out of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? That goes on a lot. You know what I mean? You have a high case of women also calling CPS on women because they're mad at them for like whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? They'll get mad at you for whatever in Buffalo. That's what I'm saying, ladies. Listen, for the ones who are moving there from somewhere else, be very, very careful intermingling with the women there, and I have to be truly honest with you. It's very, you have to use caution, okay? Not all of them are like that, but most of them are. When they get upset with you, it's like a trend, all right? I'm telling you, it's like a trend. They call CPS on you and try to get your children taken away because they mad, right? So it's a lot of little petty stuff going on both ends, right? And it's all due to abuse, mental, physical, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then therefore the men and women don't really get along, but they get along long enough to have sex and make children. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you have the men who's living with the women and living off the women who's, I can't even say they're manipulating them to the point where they're making them think they like them. And no, I've seen a lot of situations where you'll see the man just straight disrespecting her every day, calling her bitches, hoes, you a hoe, and you a bitch, fuck you, all in front of the kids, all type of stuff, okay? The men have no respect. They have no respect for the women. They have no respect for the women's children, all right? They have none for themselves. A lot of them cuss their mama out. A lot of them talk to their mother like that. And I was always taught that you want a man who treats his mother good. You can spot a good man by how he treats his mother, right? So pay attention to that, ladies. Pay attention to how these men treat their mothers, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, not all the time though, because that could be a little trick too, but 9 times out of 10, when a man respects his mother and he's good to his mother, he's going to be good to his woman. You know what I'm saying? Normally, that's normally how that happens. And most men cater to their mothers way more than girls do. Boys, they cater to their moms. Girls, it's always like a conflict. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the situation in Buffalo, y'all. I just had to come and tell y'all that, like, it's really, really real. It's really, really real. You know what I mean? That man has this lady out there wandering with her children, homeless, going from hotel to hotel or shelter to shelter. I'm not really sure of the story, but I just know that particular day they were going to a hotel and he said the room cost $500 a night. I'm like, what? You gotta be kidding me. You have no money, first of all, and you want to go to a room that costs $500 a night. But I don't know if he knew it cost $500 that night because there was an event or something going on or something like that. I don't know. But anywho, Epps helped him, and that man from Buffalo allowed him to do so. And that's all I'm saying. Most places that I've been to, okay, I've been to a lot of places. I lived a lot of places. I met a lot of people. And the men that I've met in other places are totally different, y'all. I have to just really let y'all know that, because most of women who haven't really been anywhere, right? Haven't been out of town, haven't been to other places to see how other people are. Everybody is not like the people in Buffalo, y'all. I just want to let y'all know that there are good people out here still. You know, when you go to other places, you will meet other people and other men who will, you know, they'll treat you instead of waiting for you to treat them and pay the bill all the time. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even allow you to pay the bill. You know what I'm saying? That's like degrading to these other type of men, right? But we stuck with a group of men who will allow us to pay all the bills by ourselves and, you know, pay for the food when we go out, buy them clothes. You know, they come like they kids. They want you to buy them the latest video game or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You already bought the console, okay? Now they want you to buy the games too. That's just, you know, the situation that women in Buffalo have been put in, unfortunately. I was a victim of that too. So I'm not just speaking I'm speaking from personal experience, okay? From what I've been through and the things that I've saw, all right? I come from a generation of generational curses, shit like that. Women who's always been having their hands put on them by men, or, you know, a generation of women who have not been married and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a curse that we have to break. It's a curse that we have to break. Like I said, a lot of times it comes from our ancestors, and sometimes it comes from the people around us. When people get mad at you, I know from Buffalo, baby, they do. I come from a place where they will use witchcraft on you, baby, because they mad at you. They call CPS on you because they mad at you. Okay? Okay? They're trying to get your children taken away from you because they're mad at you. That's a mad place. I'm telling you, it's a gray cloud over it, though. It's a gray cloud. I'm telling you, anybody go visit, it is a gray cloud in the sky. And as soon as you pass over to Niagara Falls, it clears up. I promise you. I promise you. A lot of times we'll be traveling from Niagara Falls to Buffalo. It'll be clear all the way from the falls to Buffalo until you get to that certain point. And then as soon as you get to this certain point, it'll just start raining. That's when you know you're in Buffalo. The gray cloud, it hits you. I promise y'all. I can't make it up. But yeah. So I just wanted to point that out to y'all. When y'all get a chance, check out the little skit on my page. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like, if y'all in a homeless situation, if y'all need any type of help, any type of guidance, resources, or assistance, please feel free to reach out to me. Excuse me. They call me the resource queen. So if I can't assist you personally, I can definitely find someone who can. Missy Recycle 77 at gmail.com. Reach out to me. That's MISSIE RECYCL. Missy, MISSIE, Recycle, RECYCLE 77 at gmail.com.